Hi, I'm Dr. David Baker Hargrove.
And I'm Robert Baker Hargrove.
And
we're at the top of your inbox.
This is the place where we come together to bring to you all of our years of lessons learned from owning and operating businesses, both independently and together.
And our goal is to provide you with a little bit of a business bite for you to take back to your company to help your business grow and your leaders develop. So, Dr. Dave, what's at the top of your inbox today?
So today, I thought that we would ask the question, is what you're doing, or how does what you're doing align with what you want for yourself in the future?
You know, and that's really, when you think about that and how you kind of process that, that really is, whatever it is that you're doing, are you driving towards the goals that you set for yourself? In a very simple way. But the great thing is when you do provide yourself with some goals, you do provide yourself with that vision or direction of where you want to go, you find you have your checkpoints along the way. And whatever those checkpoints are for yourself, they help make sure that you're staying on course. But if you do get off course, you have those checkpoints to kind of help, oh, wait a minute, check myself, I gotta get back on course.
Well, you know, and I think that I would add to that in saying that I don't think it's a matter of if you get off course, but a matter of when, because I feel like it happens to everybody. You know, life gets in the way. I heard somebody said to me a billion years ago, which a phrase I love is work gets in the way of work. And boy, is that not the truth, because, you know, it's like you wake up on a Monday and you have your plan set for the week. And then by Tuesday or Wednesday morning, all of these other things have come into play. And you're no longer as focused as you were maybe, you know, at 10 a.m. on Monday. And that can happen to everyone.
It does.
And I think the most important thing that I gleaned from what you were saying is being able to recognize when you have gotten off course and then what you need to do to get back so that your activities are in fact aligning with the goals that you want. And one more thing, recently in the last on the celebration tour, Madonna celebration tour, she said,
back to Madonna.
Of course, she said, I went to New York to be a dancer, and I ended up being a dancer who just happens to write music. And, you know, she said that if you don't have a goal, then you're never going to reach it. And I thought, wow, how profound. I mean, it's simple, yeah, and you're like, duh, but of course, but until you think about those words, you don't necessarily realize every day whether you are working towards the goals that you think you want for yourself.
Yeah,
that makes sense, right?
It does make sense. And really it's about drive and direction, because when you have something to focus on, you have some direction. You're going towards something. But when you don't have something to focus on, then you can look at many different things and you can get a little scatterbrained, you lose your focus, or you're easily shifted off track. And so that makes a lot of sense. And, you know, one of the things that we often help people do is we sit down and we talk about what is it that you want to accomplish. As executive coaches and business coaches, you know, if you can figure out what it is that you want to accomplish, you can always set a path on how to achieve it. And, you know, but you also have to allow yourself time to say, you know what, sometimes I may veer off path, and that is okay. And that's the one other point about this whole conversation is it's okay sometimes when you do veer off path and know that it will happen. But I think the recovery aspect of it, or how you get back on track, is really what's most important here.
Yes, absolutely. And one other thing that I would like to add is, aside from just the busyness of work and maybe forest fires or things that get in the way of your plan of attack for, you know, taking charge of your future, is the other thing is fear. You know,
Yes.
A lot of times we get wrapped up in
Yes.
busy work because we're afraid of doing something that we actually want to do. And it's really about understanding how to face, conquer, and really become aware of that fear. Sometimes, you know, you can't always do that by yourself, because fear doesn't always take the form of, oh my God,
Yeah,
I'm so
it can
afraid.
stifle you.
Yeah, and you know, it can take other forms, like I don't have time for that right now, or
Ain't got time for that.
you know, or something, some kind of rationalization. It doesn't necessarily, you know, mean that you will feel scared or afraid.
Right.
You know, especially in these types of areas where you're trying to work on goals to better your life circumstances. It's often not going to take that it's often not going to look like that. It'll look like some sort of rationalization. And so, definitely that can be a huge help to have someone who understands how to work through that process of fear and being able to move forward, really help you with that if you can't do it yourself.
And if you need some assistance with that, you can reach out to me at robertbakerhargrove.com.
Or you can reach out to me at drdavidbaker-hargrove.com.
And if any of this sounds interesting or you want to hear more content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And you can reach out to both of us at bhcassessment.com.
So until next time, we'll see you at the top of your inbox.